things behind because it's no point to carry it all. Around all day. So having a good time. It's just beautiful here. Next to my new home with a view to ocean. Only issue is the noise. Still, it's not a quiet place to live. Right now it's relatively quiet. Normally down here on bus station there are buses making quite a noise till late night. See, here we go. Just one, sometimes like quite a few here at the same time. And this is even a new bus. All the buses make more noise. Anyway, if that would be possible to dig home deeper into a rock, then one day it could be a very nice and quiet place inside the rock, of course. Inside the mountain. Beautiful. So the mission today is this corner. It's hanging on the power cable up there. So I need to cut it. Not to have an accident here. Right. Almost done, a little bit left up there. I must get there from inside. I don't get very clean, but that's what it entails. It's kind of work. Anyway, got to get it down from there. So the mission accomplished. And cable is clean from my side. Further on, public road, I can do nothing about it. This one is perfect, but inside the garden is a lot of work still. And I found even some bananas growing. So I can't pull it up because they are growing on the ground. The plant has fallen. Here is a lot of work to do. It's only half the garden, not even half yet cleaned up. A lot more to do. Anyway, that's the reality here. So, cutting my way through the jungle, but now I got to go. In the evening I'll be back to continue. So I have got a few dwindling palms, plants, banana plants, which were blocking the way right next to the wall. Blocking the way to the water. So in case if I do need to have a quick access, in case of a fire. Then I can somewhat access that. But there's a lot of cleaning to do. But anyway, that's the jungle I live in. From here now. A real jungle. Not getting better. Everything looks fine for the moment. And a beautiful day. So coming home I discovered there's a lot of water coming from up. It wasn't strongly raining, so I wonder what's gonna happen if there's gonna be heavy rain here. But that's a development, unexpected for me. Maybe previous owners knew that, but right now it's a surprise. The question is only where does this water where will this all water goes to? Well, just another recording for archive, for an archive how the situation is here today. Bit of work done today in the cave. Cleaned up 1 meter wider space from the entrance, and now it's space for a chair, I guess, more space, a table if I need to. But yeah, I need to block the sun from a cave, not to get the cave heated up, because it is getting hot here now already. It's almost end of July, and we'll see what can I do here. I can't completely close as well, I need air. So finally I set up a letterbox with my name on it. I'll try to send some letters to myself, or ask somebody to send to me, and see if the correspondence will arrive to this location. So now I begin bringing some stuff I can get from friends for free, like pallets and paper boxes, to improve living conditions. I'm organizing a little bit my life now. Here, the hand truck I carried down into the cave, and I make everything ready under the alarms, of course, when I leave, to have a little bit freedom of movement, to see the Madeira as well. Otherwise I've been around the Funchal all the time, 3 months now. So basically I do need to finally take a trip around as well. It has grown a bit, the vegetation, so it's work to do this weekend. I guess, yeah, it's growing up now. It's been 1 week ago, I guess, I had time to a little bit trim the growing plants, and now we are reaching out to about 1 meter from the wall. Wall is still closed, but not on the lock anymore. I mean, the gate. It's for keeping it free from construction. That's the construction work here. It's gonna last for many months, I guess, maybe even years. But I spoke to someone here. So the drainage system is now also cleaned up. I don't remember if I did it last week or 2 weeks ago, but it's done again now, so that's for records and the beautiful nature. Well, the news is that I woke up for some dripping sound, which is not first time, but this time I actually see the water dripping, and it's not even raining. It must be raining somewhere up in mountains, and now I see the water lines. I don't know how did I miss them before. There are little water lines here too. Yeah, definitely also water lines. Well, the news is that then I need to find a safe spot now to leave. Dry spot, safe from water, and that's what it is. Anyway, I just tried to pass by so bottles fall down in the dark, and here we go, which is not good news. So I need to move my stuff now. Anyway, that's what it is. So, need to find another place to live. So by now I've done a bit of work to the best of my possibility, moved everything out here. Everything I could, and I covered some of the stuff. Not visible, I have to wait till daylight. It's all the mountainside is dripping water. I have no idea where all the water is coming from. I mean, I looked for weather, there is no rain anywhere on the island. So only possible explanation I can give to it is somebody has watered their banana plantation high up in the mountains, and because of a dry, and finally it arrives back here down, but we got complete rain from a mountain hill right now. So luckily it doesn't come to this cave. It's over the cave where water always is dripping or coming, water source like there behind, but this cave here right on top is wet, but it's getting stronger little by little, and I see some water lines here. There are some water lines, so Apparently it has a ride up to here sometimes. We'll see by the morning what's gonna be happening here. But right now I made it possible to evacuate in case I need. In case I need to go out fast. Not much sleep today. Had to move quickly out everything from cave as water is coming ever stronger, and it began even dripping on top of my tent. So I woke up and took everything out as quickly as I could to sort it out later, because here is now impossible to, well, it's always possible, but why to let water drip directly on the tent, which is happening now from this spot. It changes, it's strange, like it began here, it's still dripping here, yes it is, but it's also moving over further away and dripping also other side. So to make sure I'll be safe rather than sorry, I have to move everything out and see what I can do here now. That's the reality. So it's dripping, and that's how I am right now. Everything out I could, tarp, towel, tent, bottom up to dry, and all my stuff, which is not much, but took still to get them nicely out. Took a bit of packing, and now here is some these traces are from the tarp when I pulled it out, but below it was dripping here. Here it is. It is. I can smell now a little bit of humidity, and it needs to be all dried out and cleaned out. This I put just to protect my tent, and I put some dry sand in there to keep the water from running. Everywhere is raining down from hill, but again I looked at the weather forecast and there was no rain anywhere on the island, so this must be coming from some levada overflow. A beautiful waterfall right next to my home. I would love to have it all the time, if not for a fact that the cave I live in is below the garden level 1 meter deeper. So I haven't been here yet on a winter during my rainy season, so there may be a solution to divert the water, the drainage system, and some blockage, but I have to see what winter brings. This is the house right above me, and here is some water dripping coming through, and going down the hill, but this is not enough water to sip through whole the mountain and have waterfall whole night. This is just small Maybe from other side, high up. I have no idea, no idea. No idea. Now I'm a bit further away to see what's above there. And the picture's clear. Yeah, above there is a house, which most likely is the source of water coming over the hill there, over the cliff. So water is still dripping, but I got to set up small tent here at last, at least for a while, until I find a better spot, a better solution. But I got to sleep somewhere, so I got 3 pallets and that should be enough just for emergency sleep spot. On slabs, pallets, paper on top, strong paper, carton, and tent on top, small tent. So now to cover the whole tent with tarp. If it was raining and outside, then yes, it would be a good idea to cover all the tent with tarp, but if I'm keeping it here for longer, then all the humidity gonna stay inside the tent, all my breathing air and all my transpiration gonna be dripping from the sides of the tent, so it's not a good idea. I keep it just a little bit on the spot where it was dripping water before, but I have to deal with it differently. Anyway, that's it. I got some little, all my stuff is now on the stones. Outside is still more. I got little shaky table, but little I'll do it better now. But I've got some stuff still to bring in and to manage it. That's what I got to do. After staying in a big tent for a while, over a month, a small tent feels like a prison now. It's tiny. Not much space around here, so I left many bags out around the tent on stones and makeshift tables, so also got to leave it that, and I got to get out ventilators immediately because it's getting humid and hot here immediately. So that's what I currently leave my stuff. Inside also some bags. I can't take everything with me all the time. It's just impossible. And outside also I leave one backpack here. It's mostly winter stuff here. I take one of this and my jacket. By now the waterfall has stopped, and the one possible explanation for such waterfall appearing and disappearing one day later is that perhaps somewhere up there, uphill, a levada has been diverted for one day from midnight to midnight. And it's second time in my 2 months, I guess I'm here, so once a month it can happen in theory, at least in summer, and we'll see. I don't have any better explanation for it right now. At least some fresh air with clouds, otherwise it was so hot all week. And some new construction down. Yesterday we put it up. It's on top of a roof of a shop there. And beautiful look, beautiful view. Been living now here with small tent for a few days after the water was coming from the roof of a cave, from the ceiling, and it gets too hot inside, so I took the upper cover away, and if it starts dripping water again then I have to put it back. But so far, even in the cave it gets hot, so I'm using ventilator inside. Anyway, that's how I am right now. So I'm filming again with some torchlight to better view. I see some traces of water now. I haven't been paying much attention. Walls, yes, coming down, but not water level marks. It means water will not stay here. But in the entrance there are water marks on the ceiling as well. So what I'm saying is that with heavy rain it's gonna be raining inside the cave as well. Which means I got to prepare for it, whatever that means. I've been here for 2 months now, and only last week I noticed this shelf which is under very dense vegetation right next to the door of my cave entrance. So I got to work a little bit to cut this vegetation off, and I got a nice shelf, but I leave it on the sunlight for a couple of days to burn off all the microbes, and then I can use it in the cave. So here we go again. Water began dripping. Okay, for 1 day, I guess, as usual. Once a month. Once every month, some levada is diverted, I guess, for 1 day. Alright, since I received a letter today, first postcard, here is my situation right now in this cave. Actually, yeah, better I shine some torchlight. Yes. So everything is covered from possible dripping from the ceiling, which happens when there is some levada diversion up hill. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going now to charge my batteries somewhere in the bar or in a gas station, and this is the situation. So just cover stuff from some card boxes before moving. I got several more pallets to improve my situation right now in this place in preparation for winter and rainy season. So here we go. Very beautiful sunny morning as usual. And that's how I wash my stuff here by hand, bringing water by hand. Everything is by hand. No electricity, no water running, and so on. There are forest fires across Madeira, and it reminds me I should better fireproof a little bit of this location here. What can I do is basically leave at entrance a little bit of this, I don't know, maybe even I have to cut everything, but this side I have to cut away in case somebody throws a cigarette, and the other side I have to cut away. So even if that side gonna burn, there will be gap between the entrance and there. And this I probably have to remove everything this side So basically I brought up the tools I may need for work, and it looks like shadow is already getting this side, so I can start working now, not wait late in the evening. So I had to cut a few of banana plants which were lying horizontally here down. So all these trunks and here. So I have one more lying down here under the pile, but I'll do it a bit later. So I will lie them down to dry and put this pile more further. Still work to do. With some struggle I succeeded to get this pile of dry and freshly cut plants away further from entrance to the cave. It's about 5 meters. Should be enough for fire safety. From other side I still need to take care of it. So it was still a fire hazard. A lot of dry plants inside the live ones, and it was quite flimsy as well, so I decided to pull it all down, and I will look how can I cover the entrance to the cave better, but I will have to remove it all from here. I guess I forgot to show this pile of firewood as well, been piling up here little by little, and here I need to put now metal, even these rusty ones, temporarily, just to cover the hole on this one. Anyway, got to do it. It looks like I will not succeed to finish today because it needs all excavated with my flimsy tools that I've got, but maybe I'll sleep like that. Maybe I'll put some temporary, some just metal cover for night, and tomorrow we'll continue work, because that is a lot of work to do. That's at least meter deep from here, so I need to see what's under that. If I can move some stuff, make cave a little bit bigger to protect it from water somehow. We'll see. But I got to take a rest now, and before that I need to take shower with these water bottles, how much I can. I actually forgot that I have to film myself on this place. That it's me who is taking care of this location and has occupied this location. I'm using Wi-Fi connection now. Film myself. So I can have a clear record that me, Alex Kobold, who is doing that, occupied this place now for over 2 months. First postcard has arrived to this post address, which I have set outside, and that means that now I can feel more confident about improving this place. Well, it's locked right now and my hands are busy. So anyway, that's for a record, but I do need to film myself too sometimes, to be sure that the record is clear, that I'm taking care of this place. That's it for now. Another 3 bags full of garbage collected in the garden. There is a lot more still throughout. Little by little I will do. So far so good. Little by little getting the place cleaner as it should. So meanwhile I couldn't film till now because it was charging the camera, and now it's almost full, so that's my progress now. A lot of work down, building some steps, huge excavation work going on, and now before it gets dark I will need to make a sunshade and rain shade up here, and then maybe continue on lamplight digging on the other side. It's been a hell of a work, but appears to be worth it. If I can only move this big slab a little bit out, then I will gain some ground on a cave in the cave. Just taking a break, back began hurting a little bit. Take a short break and we'll finish this today, hopefully. Now I do have to take a break because it's gonna be long work to build a wall here from these stones, and maybe whole day tomorrow to make it safe from ground not falling. But anyway, now I will have to put some rain protection for tomorrow, temporarily. Maybe eat something first, you'll see. Now it's too late. I have to use still the sunlight before I touch the food. Anyway, got to keep on going. So instead of sleeping, I had an idea and I implemented that, to have a sunshade and the rain shade. And basically I can make it later a bit stronger, put some metal foot. I still have metal bars there, so I can make from these some ground standing support as well. But right now it's hanging from 3 cables, iron cables, and that's it. Could be good. It should be good for small rain. I hope there will not be strong wind. I may need to fix it, but in this, it's behind the wall, so they basically, or wind shouldn't be a problem in this spot particularly, but you never know, so I have to remember to fix it with small cables. I run off with all the cables. I have more, but I have to look then inside bags and boxes. I know where they are, but it's time to sleep now. So that's my situation now. Much better than it was before. Not much, but still it's a nice addition to space, like 1 meter more of leg space, and like eating space. Anyway, good. So that's improved place now in the morning light. There they are. Simply have no time right now. So next job is to cut outside as well. It's getting pretty far away, the vegetation. It doesn't bother the road. It's closed road anyway for traffic, but it would be nice. The only traffic here is construction traffic allowed right now to a nearby site. Anyway, that's what I've got to do. So technically this support is enough, and I don't even need to put more stones there or there. So this is the main force that goes down there if something happens, and more stones won't help anything because the bars are not infinite strength, they will bend. Here we go, waterfall again. This plant material I have to get all down and out of here, just in case it grows too big. And that side as well. So I got plenty of other things to do as well, so we'll make some time and we'll do some hard work which needs to be done. No choice. So the big project today is to finish work in the garden with pulling down the plant material from the rock cliff. So first of all, before pulling down all these plants, I need to clean up here and underneath the overgrowth how much I can. As much as I can. Yeah, I need to take my helmet as well today, just in case if I'm gonna move stuff, something falls. So there is some stuff to clean. Anyway, that's a project. And the other side, all this material here. And the other side, I will leave for now. It's very little there, but it blocks the entrance a bit. So helmet on. Helmet on. I can't see myself, but it should be good. And to work. Yep, it's not very long, but still a piece of old cable of a cable car. Probably taken down after the fire. Cable car is right there, not far from this place. I got it out, and it does appear to be a piece of cable from an old cable car, which is now there. And the material is some special alloy because it's quite lightweight, very flexible, even apparently some rust on it, and it's still very flexible. I don't know if I can show it. Look, bends very easily, and it's very lightweight. It's not heavy at all, so it looks like it's a special metal alloy for a cable car cable. I'm now in the almost far end of overgrowth, which I cleaned up below, but all this needs to be cut, which I'm doing little by little, hacking through. Then they'll be ready for pulling down from a wall, from a cliff. That was a hell of a work to get through this jungle. Literally feel no more power. Anyway, all these plants to pull down. So the project today is, I just came from shop, I bought strong cable and I hook it from one side to a cord and pull it all back around. So I have a strong cable. I asked how much it should support. They said about 800 kilos of strength. So with my mother's tools, that's the best I could come up with. So the second part is also done now. So everything is down now. I got to get the cord out of here. So nice and clean again, and fence is not much, plants are not sticking out very much. Nice and almost clean behind. So apparently I got something. And the postcard is inside as well, so I have to open it. Took more than a month. Anyway, it arrived. So today I also lost the water canister. It's quite difficult to carry on with this small hand truck, so I have to take a big hand truck for bringing water, otherwise it's just swinging around and falling off. And anyway, that's how it is today here. Beautiful as always. Anyway, so one thing has arrived today. This was a shower, 20 euros for I think 10 liters, but I remember it was 10 liters, but the 20-liter bucket, it won't more than half it took inside, and that's nice. Actually on sun it should also warm up. These plastic bags I put from dust, which that wouldn't fall in. I forgot to begin filming today because I wasn't planning really to work. It's Sunday, I've been busy all week and wanted to relax, but it was fresh morning, so I started to just clean up garbage and ended up working now for a couple of hours at least already. So basically what I've done so far today, as the morning was cloudy, not too hot with burning sun, then I just started to collect all this garbage, which is already half a bag here with this garbage picker. And with the rake I pulled off plants, and underneath I found bigger pieces of garbage as well. So finally this pile was attached here. So what I decided then was start to cut little by little. Anyway, little by little to cut the garbage, but I prepared first the corner here. So this pile is already here, but if I can show now there was a hole and mice and maybe animals I built from stones. I filled up the hole here so animals wouldn't pass by. Up there is a barbed wire for cats. So here 2 more fallen banana plants. I got to cut them to pieces like that to get them out of the garden. Tools are bending and breaking one after another. Not that I have too much force, but cheap tools, I guess. So let me see if a quick fix of a saw will hold the handle. If not, then I must call it a day and continue after I can buy better tools for working. I'm trying to hurry up, so this pile which I brought here now, lot of stuff fell off during the rolling here, and it will stay till tomorrow probably. But that's a nice view from here. If I can get the platform somewhere, I can see the ocean from inside the garden. So, one of the biggest missions accomplished today. Everything looks fantastic. Lot of space now. These I will throw out little by little if they don't dry. If they stay like wet, I will throw them out. If they dry, I'll think where to put them. I even have more time to clean up this little here. But there is a lot of work to do in this garden. Broken bottles everywhere. Must be careful where to stop and where to step. Even garbage I see. Yeah, garbage, bags, bottles, all kind of stuff shows up from underneath. But that little pile is literally laughing at me. I have to cut every step of the way, centimeter by centimeter. It's clinging onto the ground through all the roots, so it wasn't an easy sweep as I thought. Rolling up here, the last pile today was worthy of a comedy film or horror film, like plants clinging to the ground. But it is heavy because it's fresh, it hasn't dried, it's from it's rolled up, all the roots full of water, and if I can't get it up, then I'll leave it dry, and in a week maybe. So I did succeed to roll it up, and job done today. Nice view on the ocean. Tired but happy to have accomplished something today. That's how dirty the water is, just from first couple of seconds, first couple of minutes putting t-shirt in. Yeah. That's what I was breathing in all day. That's actually good for lungs sometimes, prophylactically, to create mucus and to push it out what you breathe in. That's the natural dirt from dry grass, etc. And not the, how we call it, nanoparticles from cars. Anyway, got to eat as well today. I've been washing hands a couple of days now, but for shower will be first try today. Anyway, I had some mosquito zappers, which are pretty good, and light as well. It has a light, and I bought them actually two. Another one is here. So when one is charging, another one I can still use, and they're very good at zapping the mosquitoes. So I've been using it for 2 days, and right now there is none. But oh, okay, that was a zap of mosquitoes, so one was hiding there. So anyway, I got my shower with no shampoo, just to avoid the products in the garden, but my clothes I do have to wash with a soap, and after I throw it away in the far corner where it doesn't matter. Got a new wheelbarrow today. That's a Chinese wheelbarrow, not very expensive, and it has some weaknesses, but that's the one that was available and what I could afford. Just for a record how it is in the cave this morning. My working materials still I need to use to waterproof the cave ceiling. All this up there. And this is how it is from the outside. I'm finding like huge graveyards of bottles here, and try to scoop it out as much as I can, but they are all over the garden, so not only here. But that's how it is. That's half a bag of only broken glass. Quite heavy. And I'm not done it. Another half is coming out from the ground yet. And that's only one spot. I hope that's the most crowded spot, but I've seen other spots as well where like mountains of broken glass. So I couldn't find of any better idea right on top of my head right now than to bring this the cut banana plant stumps over here to build such a barrier around this broken glass stamping place, and that's how it's gonna be for a while, I guess. So this particular spot I succeeded to clean up, but that's a second full bag of broken glass. It goes all the way down there, and I'm not gonna move and do it. I just have to clean passageway right now, but it's on top just a little bit of soil from the bottom and some pebbles, but mostly it's all only broken glass inside, majority. So today is another day of house improvement by little steps. I took down the big tarp from here and folded it already. It's below here now. Should be 3 by 4 because I have one 4 by 5 bigger one even there. And I have plenty of 2 by 3s. So I use this instead of a one in the middle, which was covering just from sun, but not entirely. On this rope I'm gonna put 2 of these, one from there to here and other on the angle to there, so I have entrance open, and they will cover entrance in some other way. So what's the best solution I could come up with that far? So entrance will be open for a moment for now. So this is it for an outside look, and garden is still a lot of work to do. The chairs I found yesterday, thrown away, So I leave them outside for the sun to burn off all the bacteria, and that's how it looks, the garden right now. With a lot of work still to do. The entrance coming in to a cave. It's okay if it's open. So if somebody looks over a fence from further away, they will see that this place is inhabited, at least for gardening, in their mind. Thank you, universe. Perfect timing. Right after I finished my door entrance cover today morning, it's a rain. And this is the first time the rain since I've been moved this place. I've seen the rain little bit dripping, but not like this. So this is a perfect time to test how actually the water is coming down here. So I see it even here is not getting rain like on my sunshade and rain shade, because a cliff above covering it. With the wind, of course, it can come closer to the cave, but apparently the rain isn't even approaching. Here is all dry up to the shower here. And yesterday I finished also the cover for rain behind there, so really perfect timing finally to have rain here. I put these chairs out just to wash them, but nice, beautiful. I can walk around here without any rain dripping on me. So perfect time to wash. How many times I said perfect in this video? But that's how it is. Great timing, universe. Got to get back to my cave to finish eating. I can hear now a little bit of dripping coming. Rain was 2 days ago, whole day. Yesterday it was not, and not today. So it takes 2 days to water come through all the rocks and arrive here to the cave. So I must count with that. It's very little yet, but by evening I see how much water is coming down here. So I need to go to shop to buy more tarps, just in case, because I just blocked the door with several of tarps. So it comes again, the waterfall, once in a month. Now I don't have vegetation anymore to hide it, but that's the beginning. Usually it's all over the place till almost the end there. Half a garden. The water is still falling in one narrow location only, not as before. Maybe the plants which were going up to the hill there, up to the cliff, were redirecting the water, but it's not much water neither coming, so looks like amount has diminished like last time. Maybe we have reduced the amount of water they redirect there with Levada. So all I can tell that we'll see by the end of the day what's gonna happen here. Usually they keep it 1 day and then they stop it again, divert it back somewhere else. Nice rainy day at last. Fresh air, that's the most important. Last few days it was so hot and humid, just sweating without moving. Now it's good. Beautiful. Even on a rainy day, beautiful here. Let's have a record from inside as well. What my situation is here. Food away on hooks from top of a cave against rodents, and everything else is the same. Here you go. Got a couple of buckets to easier carry water, but otherwise I don't have much news. So instead of working on my project, I had then again some issue. I had to change the table. Luckily I could find it because one of the legs collapsed, almost collapsed. I catched them. I saw it in the right minute. Caught it. This was the plastic under the table, and it started to bend and collapse, but I saw it. So I spent a couple of hours of rearranging everything here as much as I could to make it safe. Anyway, that's what happens from time to time. Urgent jobs. Well, the moment of truth has arrived to see if it's possible to live in a cave during the rainy season. It's been raining now, raining for a couple of days, so this one I knew. Water is coming here, that was I was prepared for. Here I saw traces, but now the traces are basically dripping on my table now. I have to move it fast. Here I have to move it as well. I need to take away the shirt. This one which I cover, I will need to cover the table now. So it looks like I'm on the right path to avert a water damage, but I have all the materials purchased, the bars to put them on as a protection on an angle, and the grid, and on top of it a large tarp, but I didn't take up the job because I want to first see if there is inundation on the ground. If there is inundation, then there is no point to put the water dripping protection, because it's gonna anyway find a way on the floor. If there is no inundation, then I'm gonna build the dripping protection. But first I just need to see one full year here to see especially April. It comes in few months. Now it's October, so November, December, January, February, March, April. Half a year still I got to wait to see the true waterfall here and the results on the ground. Then I know what kind of works are reasonable here to do. Otherwise it will be just a waste of time and energy. I heard a lot of water coming, and it is a lot of water coming from the water cave. And almost inundation here, and that's only after 2 days of rain, so it's gonna be a lot more after 5 days of rain. Anyway. So this cave was doing fine after the heavy rain yesterday, a couple of days of rain in total. But here another cave, the water collecting cave, was quite flooding, and for that reason it was only 2 days. So in case it's gonna rain for a week or months, I don't know what's gonna happen here, I had to build a water barrier, flood barrier here. Not a high one, but just enough to divert the water away there downhill. Better safe than sorry. It doesn't look like it's gonna flood here, because all the water goes probably between the cracks all down there. But I made this small barrier in case water rises above that little hillet, and then it can go down there, not into that cave. This side of the garden does fine as well. The new greenery gonna push up fast after rain, which is showing every day more and more. But I let it grow a little bit before I cut, not to work too many times over and over. It's beautiful, but it's gonna be a mess if I let it grow without cutting down. So, work to do again. So I tested around and built a little scratch of a drainage system here, and testing it with water, just to see where the water flows. Some patches have to elevate, like here I have to build just the beginning of scratch, but I will do it better to see where the water flows, and later on I will build some better drainage system. But right now I will have to go, places to go and things to do. So today's the day to cut vegetation outside. Inside is still okay, I don't mind, it's nice. Outside it's growing too far. So most of it is cut now. Much better for long term. Trying to create here some watching platform to see the sea outside. But this ground isn't that strong. I need to put something on top of it. At least some little spot to look at the sea, ocean. So first registered letter has arrived. The guy just passed with a motorbike, and that's good news. Yesterday I got the document for this place, and now I got the first registered letter, as I posted it yesterday, and here it is. Nice. I always forget to film myself. So is it right way? No, it's wrong way. So I got the letter now, and there's a place number 404. It worked. It worked, and I got the registered letter now too.